Donald J. Trump in some hot legal trouble. And here's how it started over the weekend. Donald J. Trump on his Truth Social posted, "I find it very hard to believe that a racist, Soros-backed DA who let murderers, rapists, and drug dealers walk free, and who has presided over the biggest violent crime wave in history of New York, is using the power of his office to persecute, indict, and prosecute a former president of the United States of America for no legal crime. The witch hunt never ends, but we will make America great again." Then an hour later, because the president could not sit still on this, he put out on Truth Social, just reported that the most important witness to go before the New York City grand jury, a highly respected lawyer who once represented convicted felon, jailbird, and several fake storytellers and liars, Michael Cohen, will be doing so tomorrow afternoon. The information he will present will supposedly be conclusive and irrefutable. Witch hunt, all exclamation points. Why did Donald J. Trump explode? So glad you asked. Well, that's because the investigation concerns the $130,000 that Trump made to Daniels through his then lawyer Cohen in the final days of the 2016 campaign. Trump later reimbursed Cohen with $35,000 checks using his personal funds, and Cohen pleaded guilty in 2018 to federal charges involving the hush money. The district attorney case is likely to focus on how Trump and the Trump organization handled the reimbursements. According to court findings in the federal case, the Trump organization falsely recorded the payments as legal expenses, referencing a legal retainer with Cohen that did not exist. Now, the alleged scheme first came to light years ago, as some of us may remember, while Trump was still in office. An indictment of a former president would be the first in our nation's history. The investigation has gained new momentum in recent months. Trump did not provide any details on social media as to how he came to find out this information. So, Adrienne, here we are, and we're on the edge of our seats, bated breath, waiting for what may happen tomorrow.
Exactly. I think a lot of us are out here, making sure our edges are laid. We got our Easter suit ironed, hoping that this day will actually come to pass in terms of Trump facing some real true consequences for his criming, which are things that we've seen over the course of the last few years, yet we seem to see him continue to evade justice. And the thing is right now with the Manhattan DA, Alvin Bragg, out here doing his best, I really do appreciate that he will not be intimidated at the same time. If he's gonna move on this, whether he moves on it tomorrow or in the future, he needs to move soon as far as I'm concerned, because we the people are just kind of getting annoyed again with seeing Trump continue to bypass the justice system and not face consequences. And now that he is kind of holding this up as like a carrot, as far as I'm concerned, for so many of us out there who actually want to see Trump face consequences, we are going to start losing any kind of momentum and support, even though I feel like we're already at that point of just being absolutely jaded.
Do you think the Stormy Daniels, the $130,000 is that smoking gun, so to speak?
I think it's going to be difficult because the thing that happened with Michael Cohen, Trump's attorney, being prosecuted under federal charges, that was something that was more airtight. It was easier to pursue. And as it concerns these state violations in terms of state law, I think Alvin Bragg may have more of creative work to do in terms of getting the law to stick. But the thing is, I think we all know at the end of the day that Trump has been engaging in criming. It's just a matter of finding the right vehicle to hold him accountable, because Lord knows Merrick Garland has taken his damn time.
Yeah, he has indeed. And I wonder why the feds, inquiring minds want to know why the feds did not necessarily go after this. We will see what happens. It's certainly not, Trump has not been the first man to do something like this on this particular. My thoughts go to what else they could have engaged in trying to get him, prosecuted over. Why did they pick the Stormy Daniels $130,000? We shall see. Inquiring minds want to know. We shall see what happens.